Counseling room. I mean, very basic. So if someone has a problem, wants to talk, wants to be prayed for, they can come here. We have our little table. It's not our office. And her son, Munkwire, he's our sports teacher. So we keep our supplies, ping pong balls, tennis balls, basketballs, all that in here. And then the next room is our office. Looks a lot like our classrooms because every room's the same size. And so, yeah, I guess you'll follow me. Very basic again. Everything in the office needs a copy machine, printer. You guys did come in here, didn't you? The safe, the computer. And I just thought you could interview Batsitsig in here. And she also keeps records on our families, what their life was like before we helped, after they helped, how many kids they have, and then when she visits, the condition that their house is in, and you know, things they need, etc. So, Evangelical Church of Hong Kong is when they leave money for the street kids shelter, she goes and holds the hands of the director so that the money is used for what it said it was used for. So if they want to buy shoes, she goes to buy part with them so that we know the money's used. With Jeff on Monday, this is when their dad was alive and when Jeff first helped them. And this is the house that Jeff helped them build. But you see behind it, there's no Gare District, there's no fence.
Yeah.
And now it's just all filled in. So anyway, it's nice that we have the history. And she's a detailed-oriented person, and we get so busy with our work that it's hard for us to document everything. So she helps us document. This is what the house that they tore down looked like, and now they built it up there. And these are some of the kids. This is the guy with no pants the other day, the one that's the same age as Anjo. And this was one of the parties we had here at the community center for all of our families, so the kids are in their very best clothes and stuff like that. And then, you know, their birth certificates. We keep copies of the papers that we get for them so that if they lose their information, their IDs, which they often do because they're irresponsible, we have a copy of their birth certificate and their stuff here so that if it has to be replaced, at least there's documentation of it. So these are two girls that went through the Get Ready for First Grade program. And of course I pulled our least successful families album out because I told you we stopped supporting them. So I mean, most of them you can see over time that they're improving. This is some of their artwork that they've done, that kind of stuff we keep for them. But Senzai is a really good example. Oza told me that she gave you some examples of families we used to support that we don't support anymore. So they got monthly help and they don't get monthly help anymore. They don't get monthly help anymore. And he's been in and out of prison. She's had 5 kids with 3 different fathers, not made a lot of good choices in her life, really open to Christianity, husband and wife.
But they're not being supported now.
They're not being supported monthly anymore because they're doing well. And this year when she visited, they made improvements on their house. They've raised pigs, they've done gardening, they've done things to get themselves going once they got a little help. But when we first met this family, they were just a Gare in a poor area, no Hasha, nothing, and improved. So, yeah, and this you're familiar with Tsin because of the newsletters, but she's the one. Oh, in she's the one that was living in a tent, and you have the picture at home, and we bought her the Gare, my husband and Batsitsig. And the 2 kids got the gold medals. She's living on the Hasha with me. But she says I didn't give her a picture of the tent. But I think it might be in the drawer.
Oh, I think that's
Yeah, I think it's in the drawer over there. And these are our university students. So we keep their records of how they're doing in school, what university they're going to, and their grades. I mean, this is all paperwork, but it's part of missions.
It's great.
Keeping track.
It's great.
And it's also what a lot of nice, sweet-hearted, and energetic people are really bad at doing. So it's nice that we have her. This is Atkin Tsitzig, and her husband who froze to death outside. And this is Sen, who's living on my Hasha. You've seen this picture before, before they got the Gare. So she just hasn't gotten it into the book yet. And the more other work we give her, the harder it is for her to keep up on this stuff. But she tries to balance on not a non-busy day. And this is when the families get food every month. They sign that they picked up their food package, just for the government to know that these families are really getting support. This is when my dad came and spoke at the family meeting. And sometimes it's alcoholism. The guy that you met last night, Solkstrak, he came and talked about what happens to your liver and heart when you drink. And sometimes it's just 1 Corinthians 1. You know, it's sometimes Bible teaching, sometimes nutrition that we do with our families. And she takes pictures of the monthly meeting and keeps track of, you know, what we taught, which projects they saw. This was about starting your own business at home. And we try to mix Bible teaching and practical things. So now, Batsitsik, you can ask some questions.